All right, so Bobby Lee is continuing to make the rounds on podcasts. This time we have him on Andrew Schulz podcast. And of course, all the comments are positive. Everybody's talking about how funny this episode was. And it seems like people really love seeing Bobby go on all these podcasts. And like I said in my previous videos, I think all this Brendan Schaub drama has helped Bobby because now he's getting out there. He's doing all these podcasts. He left Khalyla, and it just seems like his career is really looking up from here. And Brendan, on the other hand, it's not going very well for him. So we're going to check out some of the clips from this podcast. First, I just want to point out the title here because they did a great job with this. They titled it Bobby Lee, My Ex Will Get Nothing. And Andrew Schulz brings up Bobby and Khalyla's relationship right from the start, like less than a minute in, and he's already talking about it. But they don't talk about it for too long. Then throughout the podcast, they bring it up a few times and make some jokes about it.
Welcome to Flagrant. Bobby and Khalyla are back together. We want to break the news. We're not. So how did you guys reconcile the whole thing?
Why you open like that, bro?
I didn't open like that.
Why do you do? Why you do?
I almost did it back to you.
Yeah.
Okay, but seriously.
Yeah. We're not. She's gonna move out.
Touch me.
We're good friends. She's moving out.
When is she moving out?
We were looking for a place.
She's not moving out, right?
Why are you looking for a place?
Santino's like, she's not moving out. She's never going to move out.
She's moving out.
Why would she? It's such a nice house.
It's a nice house.
Did you tell her about your fling with her niece?
Dude, she's like, no, she's like my daughter, dude.
Yeah, so Bobby says she's moving out, but by the reaction that Andrew Santino gave, it doesn't really look like it because he's just rolling his eyes like, no, she's never leaving. And I think most people are aware of that. That's probably also why Andrew Schulz said that they're back together because they're still in the same house, probably sleeping in the same bed. But at least Bobby's getting out there a lot more, doing podcasts and hanging out with his friends more. So at least he's getting away from her. And even later in this podcast, Bobby talks about how he's getting out more. And Andrew Schulz even says that Bobby brought a girl there.
Not really.
He came to dinner last night, which was huge because usually you.
Yeah, I don't ever go to. He had a friend in town. I went to dinner. I normally would not go.
You came here with a girl? That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
you brought a girl
she's
here.
a friend, and I like her a lot. She's a nice lady.
See where that happens.
And
So it is taking Bobby a lot of time to move on from her, but I think it is slowly happening. I can't imagine them getting back together at this point. I think he's realized that his life's probably better if they're not in a relationship, and I'm pretty sure all his friends around him think the same way. Like right here, they start talking about how Bobby and Khalyla are probably still a little too close.
We go to Staten Island.
And that you're still friends with Khalyla. That's dope.
I love her.
Very close.
Yeah, very close.
We went to Staten Island the other day to go see what?
What? You don't like him?
Too close.
Was
that what you said?
I'm glad you said it because I had already brought it up once.
I was like, Andy, you're so close.
Very close. Yo, that was the thing.
Too close.
That was
It
the thing.
fast. It was a jump in.
But it's true. You are. It's true. It's true.
Oh my God.
He did keep all of his bread, and he's got a lot. We called his business manager on the way to Staten Island. Didn't we? Didn't we call him on the way to Staten Island? No. Yeah, we did.
Man, on this podcast, Andrew Schulz was bouncing around like crazy. He could not sit still. He's like slapping his leg every 5 seconds, jumping up and down, like hunched over, laughing. He was having a good time. And I think he's probably like that on every episode, but this seemed even crazier than normal. But I do think these podcasts have definitely been helping Bobby get over Khalyla because I think Bobby realized that he has a lot more friends out there that support him and fans out there that support him. Like every podcast he goes on, all the comments are positive. Like there's rarely anybody that's trashing him. They're usually just talking about how much they love him. So I think all that support has helped him realize that he doesn't just need to rely on Khalyla and be with her 24/7. And also you could tell their breakup is pretty serious because on this podcast, Andrew Schulz brings up how much money Khalyla's taken from him, like acting like they had a divorce or something, but they're never married. So then they bring up like this common law thing that if you're together for a certain amount of time, she might have rights to some of your assets. But then Bobby, it sounds like he's looked into this already, and he said no, it only matters if she's like paying for the mortgage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Don't you have million? How much do you have left? Like,
You're like, you're stressing me out. You're stressing me out. What do you mean?
How much do you have left? How much did she leave with?
We weren't married, dude.
Say again?
We weren't married.
No, during the process.
And there's
how
no
much?
common law thing in California.
No, but like, how
there
much
literally
was
is
she-
common. That literally is common
Not
law.
in California. Look it up.
There 100% is common law in California.
Google it.
Google it right now. Somebody Google it, please.
Mark has a computer that you were insulting.
That is 100% there.
Funny thing is, it is.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
Google it. It's not. And what are you gonna do if I win? If I win,
What do you want if you
$1
win?
million?
I want you to put it around.
There is no common law marriage in California.
Oh!
No chance.
There isn't.
What does it say?
does not recognize common law marriage, even though California does not have common law marriages. Unmarried people have been together for an extended period of time do still get some rights.
There is rights. There's laws that protect.
Can I tell you what those rights are?
Yes.
That's only in situations where, let's suppose I was paying mortgage, she was paying my mortgage with me, then she has more rights. But I pay the mortgage.
Schulz.
Yeah.
You know he's looked this up.
Yeah. Dude, I love her.
Yeah.
She's my best friend.
Right.
And I'll always help her.
Yeah, come on. What is that?
What the fuck are you doing?
Pretty good
Hey,
friend.
hey,
That hurts a little
you
bit.
don't have to say that anymore when you
Dude,
broke up.
when I went to therapy, you have your inner circle.
So it's good that he's smart enough to look into that, or he had like a lawyer or a manager, an accountant, or somebody look into it for him. But it's also funny that every podcast, when he talks about Khalyla, he always has to mention how much he loves her and how she's his best friend and everything. And I like how Andrew's co-host said, you don't have to say that anymore now that you've broken up. And this whole podcast, he was taking shots at Bobby, like in a friendly way, not like in a mean way. Also, he had this to say, which was pretty funny.
Yes.
If I relapse, right?
What do you think
Dude, he
love
got
is?
mad at me.
How do you get mad at
So
him?
mad at me for not giving him liquor.
What do you think love is, Bobby?
This is what addiction does.
Is that why you stayed in that relationship so long?
Dude.
Bro.
No, that guy's Sit down. We don't want your fucking mic to come off again.
Bro. I love you? That's what you fucking texted me, you fuck?
Did you see? You got up like a transformer, dude. That was
So that was pretty good. And I like that Bobby never really gets upset by these things, you know, because some people definitely would. But, you know, he's got a good sense of humor. He's a comedian. He knows how to take it. And I'm just sure he's aware that his relationship with Khalyla was pretty toxic. So I think Bobby also said he's doing a few other podcasts while he's in New York City. I think that's where Andrew's studio is. So if anything interesting happens with those ones, maybe I'll talk about it. But I'm really just waiting for him to go on the Joe Rogan Experience. I can't wait for that to happen because it sounds like Bobby wants to do it. He just sounded a little nervous about it. But I think after doing all these other podcasts, he'll be fine. And Joe sounded like he really wanted to have him on, so I think we'll see this happen soon. And if that happens, I would imagine there's going to be stuff to talk about, especially if Joe brings up Brendan Schaub at all. That should be great, but he'll probably try to leave Brendan out of it. I'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about all this, then hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you at the next video.